Promote your brand here at Viral Hip Hop News. Hit me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go. Let me drop this announcement. YouTube has started something called Super Thanks. Below all of my videos, if you want to show your appreciation to independent platforms like myself, hit the thanks button. Drop your donation. It doesn't matter what it is, and it will be posted in the comment section of your video. If you drop a super thanks to me, I'll make sure that I personally thank you in the comment section. It means a whole lot. I know a lot of you work very hard for your cash. You don't have to do it. So if you would drop appreciation to me, I'll make sure I drop it back.
Jump over here to
Let's
Jill
get
Scott
to
because
work.
she was on stage at a point in time, and man, I actually seen this video probably a couple of months ago, but it's probably one of the most powerful videos that came out this year. Jill Scott on stage calling out some of the bull crap in the industry.
Ain't shit. You see how real love doesn't. Anybody see the propaganda? Anybody see how all niggas ain't shit and all bitches ain't shit? You see how real love doesn't exist? You see how everybody is some kind of bitch? Do you see it? Do you see? Do you see? It's a boss bitch, or a fly bitch, or a rich bitch, or a pretty bitch, or... I don't like you bitches, none of you bitches, fuck you. I happen to love my sisters. Are my sisters in the house tonight? Anybody see the problem?
What do you think about that? Very powerful. The last conversation we just had a few minutes ago, I think that lines up perfect with the, the different, artists and the stuff that they're saying. So I'll let you go ahead and go first, man. What you think about it?
This is why I think there was an agenda back probably in the mid 2000s to get rid of R&B for a certain period of time. Because when you think about R&B, there was love behind it. Even when it came to pain, there was a certain amount of love that came with that pain. You cared about a person. That's why it hurt you to do, to say, to feel the things that you did. That's what R&B encompassed as a whole, and it gave you a different level of feeling. It gave hip-hop a different level of feeling because hip-hop had to step its game up. Then you had the hip-hop and R&B features, which were some of the most timeless classics we've seen, and this is where I believe timeless music kind of started dying as well when R&B started changing. Now, I know a lot of R&B artists, and I respect and love them wholeheartedly, are going to kind of be upset at some of the things that you say because they don't feel like R&B was dead. But when it came to promotion and promoting it and having it out there for the people to listen to, it's a whole generation that don't even know what real R&B is.
Right.
You get to the boss bitch, and you get to the fuck the bitch, and you get to the I'm going to get this nigga or I'm going to get this op. It's all for self at that point. There is no love. It's all me. It's all vain. It's all just, I'm just going to be about me, F the other person, F this, F that. I don't even love a woman or care about a woman enough to have any type of feeling. I don't even care or love a man enough to have that type of feeling. It's all about me. And look at the damaging effects that it's starting to have. So I agree wholeheartedly with Jill Scott. And as she was saying it, I just had almost like an epiphany. I think this is why R&B music died, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's real talk, man. Like you said, the love behind it. You got guys like Diddy talking about the love, which I agree with. I want to see that back. Even the other day, I'm driving, I'm listening to, some old stuff, and it's like it's just love involved with it. It's there's no hate, it's no jealousy. It's like, all right, I'm gonna love her, and this, and we're gonna go through this and make it through this. Right now, you don't see that. I want to direct people though, to one of the most prominent Black authors ever and psychologists ever, Dr. Frances Wells, and she wrote in her book on Black unity. She put stop, and this is what she was pretty much directing us to do. Stop name calling one another. Stop cursing at one another. Stop squabbling with one another. Stop gossiping about one another. Stop snitching on one another. Stop being discourteous and disrespectful to one another. Stop robbing one another. Stop stealing from one another. Stop fighting for one another. Stop killing for one another. Stop selling drugs to one another. Stop throwing trash and dirt on the streets and places where Black people live, work, and learn. And I think that just goes to, like you said, the agenda. It's like, if we know that words are powerful, and we already understand that. Like, it's been many studies. You can go look it up yourself. The effect on words. If every day you see your child, you continuously tell them negative things, you ain't never gonna make it in life. You suck. You horrible. You this. You say that every single day. It's gonna have an effect. they're gonna resent you, they're gonna hate you, and they probably ain't gonna be shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if in in contrast, if it's you made a mistake, but I love you, son. You could be great. You could be a king. You could be a princess. You could be a queen. In fact, I'm talking about a girl now.
Right.
Your daughter, right? You could be anything you want. In this world, just don't ever go for the word can't. These type of positive affirmations, it's going to change the outcome. It just goes to show you that if this is the only type of language that we can communicate with each other with, if it's F this bitch, stun on these niggas, that goes to show you the state of the people. Like, we really don't rock with each other like that.
Yeah.
And it's really a deep self-hate within each other because it's now reflected in the music. I'm shining on this guy. F these bees. F these hoes. I ain't effing with them niggas. They my ops. I'm shooting. I'm killing them. That's all that it is. And music, and that just goes to show you, like, that's genocide. That's destructive music. That's destructive culture. That's destructive behavior. And what we see in the street is destructive behavior, destructive culture, and it's reflected in the music. So, yeah, it's deep. It's deeper than we all think. It's a aspect, a group of people that make money off of the genocide, that make, millions and billions off of it, so they're not going to stop it. We have to say, all right, enough is enough. People like to talk about the Jews and things like that, but they said, look, enough is enough.
Yep.
I'm tired. Like, no, we got to do this, and, we got to start just dealing with each other.
Right.
Everybody else, let's build our own stuff up and become a superpower. And now, we can go out and deal with the other people, but we still got to keep our cultures and our morals and things, intact, so that way that we can survive as a people.
Yep.
Black people haven't, necessarily got there yet. Hopefully one day we will.
Yeah, because we look at the Middle Eastern culture, when you even look at the Hispanic culture, when it comes to Mexicans and
Yeah.
El Salvadorians and different things like that, because even Puerto Ricans to a certain degree, even though they'll wave the flags and stuff during the Puerto Rican Day Parade, just type of division when it comes to them too. And I think that's just the westernized type culture that just
Right.
causes division. But when you talk about these other cultures and how they link up, they bond, they grind, they sacrifice together, and then they build and they grow and they have foundational wealth together. And I can only wish to get to that point with us. May not be in our lifetime, but hopefully one of our ancestors further down the line will see it.
Yeah, and then we, in certain pockets you see it.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
in certain
for sure.
areas you
For
definitely
sure.
see it.
For sure.
And others, like,
Good
you've
point.
been in different places.
Yep.
You kind of see that. But you see it more, I think, with other races of people.
Yeah.
Anytime you go to a Chinatown and everything there, it's in Chinese, like their language, their culture. Like, you got to acquiesce to them. Anytime you go to a different Hispanic neighborhoods and everything now is, this or that. And now they got even, it's not just a store no more, a poppy store. Now you got a poppy lawyer.
Yep.
And a poppy accountant.
Yep.
You know
Poppy
what I mean?
hospital.
Poppy hospital. So it's like, you know what I mean? We just got to get to the point, man. I think that through history we had a different struggle than everybody else and different obstacles, but ain't no excuse.
Nah.
You got to build.
Nah, especially when you attribute every inner city in this country. When you say the word inner city, when you say the word city, or you think of blacks,
Right.
we got to cut that shit out.
Yeah.
We'll see though.